I got this tag from Lauren is okay. She's one of my favorite YouTube gurus or whatever you want to call her. She's really down to earth and I like her style and I know, I thought this tag would be kind of fun to do, and I also would love to hear all of your makeup stories. So if you want to do this tag, I tag all of you. How old were you when you started wearing makeup? I think most girls have like those play sets they get when they're little girls with like chapstick and the little kind of waxy crayon tasting lipsticks and all of that stuff, and I thought I was so cool wearing that stuff. But I'd say I didn't seriously start wearing makeup until I was in middle school, and I kind of did it out of necessity because I had a lot of acne breakouts and I didn't have a lot of fun with it. It was more a way for me to cover up myself as opposed to showing who I really am, which is kind of my philosophy now on how I do my makeup. I try not to wear really thick cakey products. I try to let my skin breathe and show through. That's probably when I started, breaking out, so that would have been like when I was 12 or 13. And I totally did all the wrong things. Like, my mom didn't get me the proper products. She didn't really teach me how to do makeup. I don't know if her mom taught her how to do makeup either. She never used foundation. She didn't really use concealer. She might have used powder, but I didn't know anything about makeup really. I didn't have a lot of money to buy products. So what I would do, I put like a nude eyeshadow as a concealer on my acne. It was like the really cheap, like mica and talc based eyeshadows, so it was super glittery and shiny, and it drew attention to my acne as opposed to covering it up. So oh man, if I have a girl, I'm definitely teaching her how to do makeup the right way, as opposed to just kind of throwing her in with a bunch of cheap products and hoping she doesn't come out looking like a clown. Or how did you get into makeup? I'd say I seriously got into makeup when I started doing plays in high school. We had to do theatrical makeup. If you're doing makeup on an older character, you had to know how to do that, by following the lines of the face and that kind of thing, matching foundations. I had to do makeup on a bunch of people, like boys and people that weren't really sure how to do the makeup. So I kind of got pretty good at it, just by doing stage work. I probably really seriously got into it for myself, as an art form for every day, probably in college, I'd say, when I started having an income of my own and was on my own more and had my own car and lived in a bigger city. That really helped me. Because I lived in a small town, we didn't have any drugstores or anything. I had to travel probably about a half hour to get, a piece of drugstore makeup. We didn't have anything in my local town, so that's probably when I really started getting into it seriously. Number 3 is, what are some of your favorite brands? Elf would be my number 1, just because it has the widest range of products that work for me that are vegan and don't have any animal byproduct. I'm trying to phase out some of my Revlon stuff. So I'd say my number 2, especially since I found out that most of their products are actually vegan, would be NYX. Yeah, I like the range of their eyeshadow. I like having the color selection that they provide. They have a wide variety of products. So yeah, I'd say they'd be number 2. I'm really liking the La Cura cosmetic and skincare line from Aldi grocery store. I know not everywhere carries Aldi or has Aldi brand. If you do, definitely check it out. It's super affordable. It's the same price range as Elf. I think it ranges from $149 to $349. Their foundation is incredible if you can find a skin match. I absolutely love their foundation, and it's like $10 less than Revlon Color Stay. It's like $349. So yeah, they're definitely number 3 right now in my beauty arsenal. I also don't want to forget Wet n Wild. I'm really liking their eyeshadows lately, like the Color Icon palettes, and I love their nail polishes, so they're definitely creeping up there into my top favorite brands. And of course, they don't test on animals, which is great, and they're really affordable, so love them. What does makeup mean to you? What does makeup mean to you? like I said, I used to view it as a way of covering myself up, hiding my flaws, but now I view it as a way to accentuate what I like about myself. I like the idea of expressing myself with color that relates to painting that I do, artwork that I do. I think makeup is a true art form. I don't think that it gets enough credit in the artistic community. It really takes a good eye to know what colors go with your complexion, with your eye color, what shades look good on other people. It's just as difficult as mixing colors for an oil painting, I think, if you want it to look good and classy and timeless and all the things I strive for in my makeup. If you could only wear 4 products on your face, what would they be? It's a hard one off the top of my head. Lacura foundation in transparent for sure. I need a setting powder, so probably I'd say e.l.f. high definition powder would be my number 2 product because it sets your under eye, it sets everything really well, it's translucent, so it works for everything. My 3rd product, I would probably have to do mascara, just because my eyelashes are really short and I don't like how they look. And then the other product would be like a lip product, probably my e.l.f. Luscious Liquid Lipstick in Bark. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's my favorite lip product. What's your favorite thing about makeup? I like how makeup creates a community. The YouTube beauty community is such a tight-knit group. Like, we all are so different, but we have beauty and makeup to connect us all, and it's really cool. Like, I get to know so many people through the art of makeup. I get to learn about products. I get to, you know, be involved in artistry with other people. I get to share it with other people. I mean, what more personal canvas do you have than your face? Makeup definitely has a way of bringing out the best of who you are, and it gives you confidence. It makes you feel, even when you're having a really crappy day, when you didn't get any sleep, when you feel sick, it gives you some kind of confidence to hold on to, so you can get through your day. So you have something to look forward to. Like, I know no matter how bad my day is, I look forward to picking out what eyeshadows I'm going to wear, what look I'm going to do for the day, that kind of thing. Like, no matter how crappy I feel, I still look forward to that. What do you think about drugstore makeup and high-end? I have nothing against high-end products. I think if you have the money, some of those products are really great. And the really cool thing about a lot of high-end makeup is that most of those companies don't test on animals. Some of them do, like Benefit doesn't test their final product on animals, but they test their individual ingredients on animals, so that sucks. The Body Shop, I am irked about the Body Shop, actually. Everybody thinks they're a vegan makeup company. They used to be. They did, until they were bought out by L'Oreal. And L'Oreal is well known for their animal testing. Allow themselves to be bought by a company that influences the decisions their company makes, affects their products, you know, and they are financially supporting L'Oreal because they're owned by them. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think that high-end makeup should be held up on a pedestal. Like, some people think they can only use MAC or they can only use a certain brand, and I think there's great products in every brand. You need to shop around and find stuff that works for you. I personally have found a ton of great things in low-end and drugstore. Like, I have to do research, yeah, but that's what Makeup Alley's for. And that's why we have this beauty community here on YouTube. We can help each other figure that stuff out. So I think it just depends on what works for you and what you're looking for. I think as long as you prep and prime your face and have a good eye primer, you can use whatever you'd like and still look really nice. What is one tip of advice you can give to a beginner? Don't hide yourself, and don't start wearing really heavy makeup when you're really young. You know, take your time. Start off with like a lip gloss and some blotting powder, that kind of thing. Don't wear crazy amounts of makeup. Just don't do it. Don't try to look like someone else either. Like, find your own style, find what looks good on you. Don't try to imitate a celebrity. Find products that accentuate your natural beauty and who you are. What is one makeup trend you never understood? Super nude lips, I guess. It just doesn't look good with my pale skin. I really can't pull it off. I think if you have like a darker complexion, you can pull it off really beautifully. For me, I just look really weird. What do you think about the beauty community on YouTube? I kind of already covered that a little bit. I think this is such a supportive, awesome community. I honestly had no idea what to expect when I made my channel. I've gotten so much support from people that are curious about cruelty-free makeup, people that really want to make a difference and actually care about what they buy and want to be a conscious consumer. I think that's really awesome, and I want to keep that going. Like, don't think if you can't completely change your habits that you shouldn't even try little things. Like, honestly, every little bit helps. That's totally my advice. I'm not 100% vegan. I still eat cheese sometimes, and like I'm not proud of it, but I'm not perfect. I'm not here to be like above you guys and think that, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian. Look how great I am." Blah blah. No, that's not what my channel's about. It's about making a difference a little bit at a time. If we all just switched a few of our products from companies that test in animals to cruelty-free companies, imagine the impact that would have on the industry. They would have to listen to us. They would have to disclose ingredients in the products of makeup. They would have to say the source of the products. They would have to have that information for us instead of, you know, someone like me having to wait like 2 to 3 months to get a response, a legitimate response from a company. With specific information, not just the blanket statement that they give everybody. I just think this community, if we band together, we can make a difference for animals, and we can still look really cute. We can still, follow all the trends and look in looks that we want. Honestly, challenge me, give me a look, and I will make it vegan and cruelty free, and it'll look just as good. Of course, you're all tagged. I would love to see your responses and hear a little bit more about you and what makeup has done for you and how you feel about it. So make sure to post this as a video response to my video.